What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. I was here for this episode. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was here for a lot of the stuff in this episode. Gladys need to go sit her little ass down somewhere because I done had about enough for her. The PCPD is dealing with enough right now. They got people kidnapped. They got a madman on the loose. Anna's been shot. They dealing with a lot right now. They do not have time for her pettiness. You know what I mean? Like she's sitting there barking out, "Oh well, I'm the victim. Shouldn't I be making a statement?" Girl, get over there with an officer and go make your damn statement and go home. They ain't got time for that mess. You expect the detective and the police commissioner to sit here and worry about your little statement? They ain't got time for that foolishness. Go talk to one of them little officers and whatnot. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I was Jordan, I would have locked her up for wasting everybody's time. And I'm glad Dante brushed her off because ain't nobody got time for Gladys and this foolishness. Ain't nobody got time for it. I'm glad Sam is gonna take this case. I'm glad she's gonna look into it. I don't blame her for being skeptical of Cody because at the end of the day, Cody hasn't given anybody any reason to trust him. But it's like she's dealing with two people that are not trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't trust Gladys, she doesn't trust Cody. So it's kind of like now she has to figure out, okay, which one of y'all are lying. You know what I mean? So I'm glad she took the case. And I also understand Cody not telling her about Miss Wu and the gambling and stuff like that because I don't blame him. Miss Wu is not the person you want to piss off. He's already dealt with that before. You know what I mean? Like Miss Wu would kill that boy if she found out that he was running his mouth about her or her business and what she does. You know what I mean? Like that's not the enemy that you want to make. But I had a feeling Sam was going to take this case because it's about time they gave her something to do. I mean, if she can't be a part of the Cassadine story, the least she could do is look into this. You know what I mean? Get that girl a story because it's just crazy watching, you know, her and Alexis and everybody run around with barely a story. Like that's wild to me. So I'm glad that she got something to do. Um, Gladys looked like she was shaking in her boots when Sam took that case because she already knows Sam gonna get to the bottom of it. She could try whatever trick she want to try. Sam gonna find out. She gonna figure it out. And I still wish Cody would just go ahead and call Mac and tell that man like you his son. Like what do you keep wasting time for? Tell him. He got a right to know. Even if I'm not too thrilled about it, he still got a right to know. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, I don't blame Valentine for snapping at people. Like he's showing people like, listen, he love him some Anna, and you know he feels like a lot of this is his fault. Even though it's not. But I love those scenes with him and Anna. You know, he was at her bedside and stuff like that because you could hear it in his voice like he is gonna hurt Victor. If somebody don't beat him to the punch, he gonna get Victor. Like I could hear it all in his tone of voice and the look on his face. Like that man, he gonna show Victor something. I really wish that they would. I like the human side of Valentine. You know what I mean? But I also want him to kind of revert back to that Valentine that Helena was scared of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Go back to that Valentine. You know what I mean? Because show Victor, like, dude, you may think you're the head of this family, but I'll take your ass out. You know what I mean? Like, because if Helena was scared of him, Victor got to be scared. Because Helena didn't scare easy of anyone. Um, but I'm glad, you know, Anna opened her eyes and stuff, even though I knew they wasn't going to kill Anna. Ain't no way in the world. But I feel like this is going to bring them closer. This whole situation going to bring them closer together. And I can't wait for her to recover and them to figure out the next steps of their relationship. Um, and I'm also glad, you know, Valentine, he was man enough to apologize to Portia for snapping at her and stuff like that. And I was surprised at Curtis. I said, look at Curtis sticking up for his wife. You know what I mean? Um, I could see him and Portia finding their way back to each other. You know, him forgiving her and stuff. Because even though I wanted him to like give her the same hell for lying that he gave Jordan, I also want him at some point to fix this marriage because you can't run from every bad situation that happens. You can't divorce somebody over everything. You know what I mean? Especially when you're in a new marriage. It's like, yeah, you got a right to be mad and take your time being mad, but also at some point you have to like reconcile that and figure out what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like we gonna stay together, but marriage is work. Marriage is like a whole nother full-time job. It's work. You know, you get what you give. You know what I mean? Like you got to put in the work. That's what it is. Um, I had a feeling though. Portia is gonna lose her mind. Like, she already is on a alert now that she realizes that nobody's heard from Trina since the ball. And, you know, Jocelyn and them are putting the pieces together that Victor took her, that he may have, you know, taken her and stuff like that. I'm glad everybody was working together on this, trying to figure out like where Trina is, what's Victor's role in all of this. Because once Portia and Curtis seen Jordan and Dante, they knew what time it was, that something wasn't right with Trina. And I already know she gonna lose her mind. You know, when Trina finally comes back home and stuff like that, she gonna go off. And I already know she probably gonna have an issue, a bigger issue with Trina being with Spencer. And I know it's gonna cause even more conflict. That's just what I think might happen. But at the end of the day, no matter what she may think about Spencer, this was all on Trina. You know what I mean? I'm actually proud of Trina because it takes a lot of guts for her to do what she's doing. Like, you know, Victor, he gets rid of people that he has no use for. Hell, he gets rid of people that he does have a use for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what's going on in that crazy brain of his. You know, and that's what Spencer was trying to warn her about. But she didn't care. She didn't care. You know, it took a lot of guts for her to run around that boat and try to find a control room and stuff, to find a radio to get some help or whatever. It took some balls to do that. Like, you got to have the balls the size of grapefruits to do what she's doing. And I'm loving this adventure that the two of them are on, because I feel like this too is going to bring them closer together. Victor, I feel like he's biting off a little bit more than he could chew with some of his family members. I think he's underestimating Valentine. I think he's definitely underestimating Spencer. And I'm glad that Spencer stood up to him and let him know, like, yeah, you scared to leave that door unbolted because you know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And Victor deep down he know that Spencer's a Cassadine. Every Cassadine got that dark side to them, including Spencer. And if Spencer tapped into that, like Nicholas does and like Valentine does, it's a wrap for Victor. Because the slightest chance that Spencer has to get the upper hand of Victor, he's going to take it. There is no question, and Victor knows it too. That's why he's making sure that his guards are on alert at all times, making sure that door is locked, making sure like everything is secure, because he know once Spencer goes off the rails, ain't no telling what he might do to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Victor thinks he's in control. I'm like, sir, you are really not that in control. And I'm just saying, at this point, when Spencer came out the bathroom in that towel, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to be honest. If Spencer and Trina were to ever create an OnlyFans, I'll be the first fucking person signed up. I'm just saying. Because the two of them making an OnlyFans. I'm just saying, let them make an OnlyFans. I'm just saying, like, you could just take my money. I'll just give it to you. I'm just putting it out there. I will give it to you. I'm just saying. I seen previews of it on Twitter. Apparently Canada got the episode first. This is why I want to move to Canada. I kind of want to move to Canada because they be getting the episodes like a day ahead, and I don't be wanting to wait the day of. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy because I said, you know what? I need to get on Spencer type of time because obviously he's been working in the gym, and if you look at before pictures from last year to this year, I say, yeah, the gym has been paying off. Like, he's been going crazy in the gym. I'm just saying, like, he was going crazy in the gym. I'm trying to get on that type of time. I really am. I am trying to get on Spencer's type of time because I'm like, now, if that's what the gym could do for you after a whole year, I don't know why I've been wasting my time. I'm just saying. But I cannot wait for the love scenes between him and Trina because I already know it's going to be on and popping. But I'm here for them hatching a plan to get up out of there, though. Like, Trina is not playing. She's down for her man, and I'm here for it. She gonna have to catch hell from her mama though when she get back. That's a whole nother story. So anyway, moving on from that, Michael, Willow. I did not care about Michael and Willow. I'm just gonna be for real. I did not care, and it irritates me because I'm like, do they not know that Spencer too was kidnapped? Basically, that he's missing and the baby is missing. Do they not know that? Because I'm pretty sure it's all over Port Charles at this point. So Michael and Willow pretty much don't even care. All they care about is finding Albrecht because she could donate. That's all they care about. So if Albrecht was of no use to them, would they even care that Albrecht was kidnapped? Like, would they even give a damn? Because it just sounded to me like they're just worried for selfish reasons. Don't get me wrong. Like, I understand, the girl got cancer and she was hoping for this, Obrecht to come through and be a donor. I get it. But at the same time, you got multiple people missing. And these are people that they're related to. You know what I'm saying? Spencer is a part of the Corinthos family. And Michael acts like he don't even give a damn. Like, all you care about is, we need to get her, get Obrecht back so she could donate. I'm like, that is such a dickhead move. Like, just not to even care about your own cousin and his well-being. Like, what the hell? I'm just so over them whining about this wedding, whining about her impending death when we know she not gonna die. It's like, all right, why don't y'all just get married right now in the living room and be quiet? Because I done had enough of this mess. Like, they are dragging the hell out of it. So anyway, moving on from that, I'm loving Felicia and Laura putting their heads together trying to figure out where the hell Victor could, where he could be. Because it's about time they found out that the Hornet Star was taken. I guess Dante and all them are starting to piece that all together. And they're trying to figure out like where he could have took it. So now Laura's starting to think of a place, I guess it's like a bunker or something in Venezuela that he could be going to. So Felicia was like, all right, I'm gonna make some calls. I know the perfect person who could help us get over there or get us some info. I wonder if she gonna call what's his face? Her ex-husband. Like, I wonder if they're gonna call Frisco to, maybe pull some strings or something, or get them some clearance up in there or some type of information. I don't blame Laura. Like, she trying to spring into action to save her grandkids. I don't blame her. Well, her grandson and her alleged grandson. Because at the end of the day, we need DNA proof on this. I'm just saying, like, we need some DNA. I'm not gonna be satisfied till we know for a fact that little Ace is a Cassadine, because I'm not too sure about that one. Ain't no telling what shenanigans Esme was up to during her time away. But like, I know Spencer being missing, that brought up a lot of sore spots for Laura. It reminded her of her time being taken by the Cassadines and whatnot, and she feels like history is repeating itself. So I don't blame her. Like, they're all on hands on deck at this point. Everybody's on deck. All hands are on deck. Everybody's a part of this. They're trying to figure this mess out, because all of them, it's going to take all of them to take Victor down. It's going to take every last one, from Sonny to Dante to Jordan to Laura to Felicia, Mac, Robert, whoever, Valentine. It's going to take the efforts of everybody at this point to try to find that boat and take that man down. Everybody just got to come. It's like everybody's got puzzle pieces at this point. So everybody got to come together to make the puzzle come together, so that way they could put a stop to this, because Victor is going crazy. Like, he done kidnapped half the town. That man is on a spree. So anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.